Hello again, everybody. This is Eric from Eric J's Automatic for the Collector, and I'm coming to you with a short video today. This video is a late response to a video response I wanted to do before I actually started creating content for my channel. It's the one that Don from Don's Field of Dreams Cards had going, where he wanted to see a card that meant something to you in your collection. And I had the card in mind that I wanted to share when that contest was going. But like I said, I was late in getting in the game and getting my channel started. So even though the contest is already over and done with, I still wanted to do a video about that, and hopefully Don will get to see it, and then some of you collectors out there that shared your videos, and fellow collectors that enjoy vintage cards and card collecting in general. I'm hoping you'll enjoy it as well, just to watch for fun. So anyways, without further ado, I'll show the card and tell you a little bit about it and why it means something to me. The card itself is this 1964 Topps card of this player named Jim Umbricht. And as you can see here, he was a pitcher for the Houston Colt 45s. And you know, I really don't know a lot about this player. Obviously, he would be considered a common for collectors. He's not a big name that everybody knows, or a star player. And so you're probably asking yourself, why does this card mean something to you? And the reason it means something to me is actually on the back of the card. And before I tell you about it or turn it around, I'll tell you kind of a brief synopsis of where I got the card at. When I got back into collecting after being away from the hobby for so many years, my story is similar to so many other collectors' stories that I've heard out there. I collected as a kid, then quit collecting and got interested in other things, you know, like in my teenage years, early 20s. And then probably somewhere around 10 or 11 years ago is when I got back into the hobby. And there was a card shop in the area where I live that did a weekly auction. And the gentleman that ran the auction was an elderly man. And his name was Cleve Howard, and the card shop is called Cleve's Collectibles. So anyways, that auction is kind of what spurred my interest in vintage cards, and I'll go into that at a later date. I won't bog you down with details about that right now. But anyways, this card here was in the auction one week, and each week you had like a full week to look and see what was going to be up for auction every Tuesday evening. So when auction night rolled around Tuesday evening, I picked this card up and was looking at it. Obviously, it's a graded card, PSA 7, which is a pretty nice card. But it was when I turned the card around that something struck me, and I was like, I've got to win that card. And here's why. I turned the card around and looked at the bottom line on the card. And a lot of times collectors don't look at things in too detailed of a way. But I looked at the bottom line on this card, and what it says is, Jim Umbricht passed away on Wednesday, April 8th, 1964. And I was like, wow, this card is a 1964 card. And when they printed the card, they already had the information of the day he died in 1964. And it kind of struck a chord with me, just that sadness that that lives on in eternity now in the card world, that if you get this card and you look at the back of it, it's a picture of this man who's no longer on earth anymore. He had already died when this card came out. So I don't know, it kind of made me sad, but I had the feeling that not a lot of other people would probably stop and take the time to appreciate that. So it's not because he's a favorite player or because somebody gave me the card and it holds sentimental value, but it's just that little note on the back, kind of a note about the humanity. I don't know how to put it in any other words, but anyways, I hope you enjoy that story, and if you have that card, go look at it. And then one other thing before I go tonight, my very first video, I showed this card, this 1969 Ted Williams. And a quick, brief little funny thing is, after I made the video, my oldest son, Walter, who was kind of helping me along the process of getting my video uploaded, he said, was that guy wearing the red hat wearing a Walgreens hat? I hope you guys out there know the Walgreens drugstore chain, but the W in Walgreens looks pretty close to this logo on his hat here. So I thought that was so funny, I had to share it. So I hope you guys get a kick out of it. And with that, I'll leave it there. And until next time, I've enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy this, and I'll be coming to you with some other good videos. So just keep watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.